Are you wondering what happened to your butt? Me too. When you, as we age in our 40s and 50s, we tend to add any fat to our midsection instead of our hips and our thighs. So I used to gain weight in my butt and my thighs, and now when I put a pound or two on, I feel it in my middle. So in this video, what I want to share with you is I want to share my 4 favorite butt shaping exercises. The thing is that so many of us, we sit a lot and our butt actually forgets how to fire. And so it's really important that we engage and teach our butt muscles how to fire, because our butt muscles are the biggest muscles in our body, and the calorie burning that they can elicit when we get them engaged is really it's a really a good thing. So we want our butt muscles to fire so that we're not lazy asses. Of course we're not lazy. It's just that our butt becomes lazy when it forgets how to fire those muscles. So these are great exercises to help you fire your butt muscles. Now the first one is a split squat. Now I love squatting because it does hit your butt, but if you are a lazy butt, in other words, if your butt muscles are not firing, other muscles will take over. So this is a great exercise to help you get the butt muscles firing. So what you need to do is, I'll go this way, is you want to get a 90-degree angle at the hip, knee, and ankle. Now we're just gonna do it with body weight to start with, and we're not going to move the feet. We're just gonna drop that back knee down. Now notice how I've got 90 degrees at the hip, knee, and ankle. And now we can be doing this, obviously we're gonna do it on both sides, and we can be doing this with just body weight, or we can be doing it loaded. So of course you're gonna get your balance and try it first unloaded, and then you can be using a kettlebell or dumbbell in a goblet position. You can be doing dumbbells on the shoulders or at the side, or you can be doing a barbell. So that's the split squat. My second favorite is the glute bridge. Now it's hard to get this camera set up so that you can see me. I like to use something to raise my heels. So you can be doing this on a step. You can be doing it on a low ottoman. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop your shoulders back, lift your hips up, squeeze your knees and ankles together, and you're just gonna drive the hips up and squeeze the glutes. You can be raising the hands up, and to make it more difficult, you can be doing one leg at a time, making sure the hips don't rock. The other thing, I'll just use a light dumbbell for starters, is that you can put a barbell or a dumbbell on your hips to load them a little bit further. But you want to make sure that they are pressing right down on the hips so that the point of gravity is that they're pushing right down. So those are 2 of my favorite exercises to get the glutes engaged. Now, if any of you are old enough like me to know Jane Fonda and the old school fire hydrant and donkey kicks, they actually are great for firing the glutes as well. But there's a trick to making sure that you're doing them effectively. So if you're doing, say, a fire hydrant, what I most commonly see is the fire hydrant is this, right? It's called a fire hydrant because it kind of looks like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. But what usually happens is when people do the fire hydrant, if they're lifting up the left leg, what happens is they have a big lean over to the right. So their hips aren't square to the floor. So to make this more effective, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with shoulders and hips square. If you're lifting up your left leg, you're going to remove the right arm, because now I'm doing 2 things. I'm gonna engage that glute med more, and I'm also gonna hit my core. And so that is really gonna be so much more effective. You'll probably cut your reps in half. Now the same thing with the donkey kick. And the donkey kick can kind of be like a bird dog so that you're hitting the transverse muscle. So this is the donkey kick, but you want to keep the hips square. If my right leg is up, I'm going to, don't lift your head up, I'm just looking in the video. Keep your ear in line with your arm, and I'm going to lift the opposite hand up, and it's gonna force me to use the core to engage the core, and I really want to make sure that I stay level. Now, the other thing that you have to remember is that these are fantastic exercises to engage those muscles, but if you really want to burn off the belly fat and lose your menopause belly, then you want to be combining those exercises with cardio bursts that's going to boost up your metabolism. So there you go. Don't be a lazy ass. Get those glutes firing with those 4 exercises, and that will help give your body that nice, sexy shape. See you next time.